We're in Singapore this evening, so good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's evening where I am. I'm joined by Vit. Vit, it's morning where you are, I do believe, in Holland.
It definitely is. It's 11:30 in the morning, so it's almost midday. It's a good day actually. It's pretty warm for Dutch standards.
Okay.
Happy thoughts. With of course a cracking race ahead of us here in Singapore.
Yeah, should be a good one. So we're in Singapore this week. Last week we were in Italy at Monza. So had a pretty good race last week. So we did have penalties in the end. Sort of affect the end results. But the man who took home his maiden win, so in only his fourth race in FRL, was Mad Trav, the man from South Africa. So we got him on the line afterwards to have a chat with him. So it was good to finally virtually meet him. So it was Mad Trav. In second place was the man from Greece, Cleophas, so the man with the fan club. And in third spot, it was PHG Vengeance. So he was in the Huss. He took home P3. So we're in for a good one tonight. We've got 17 drivers. Hopefully we get a few more pop along once we get underway. But that looks like we're about to get started at the moment. So once we get into that, looking at standings, I'll quickly go through that. So at the top of the leaderboard is Baraka, so he's on 180 points. Sandeezy is not racing tonight, so it is Mother's Day here in Australia, and I believe the majority of the rest of the world. If it is Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, but let's face it, there's no mums watching this, so I hope you've all, if it is Mother's Day in your country, I hope you've treated your mum right and you've done right by her today. So Henry Rogers is in P3. Didn't see if he is racing. Yeah, he is. All right, on 104. Diddlick, the Welshman, in fourth position, 101. Fifth is Jack Jackson on 96. 90 is Primetime Raz. Chihi Edmund comes next on 89 points. Slardis on 81. Then it's Cleophas on 69 and Ash on 64. So two relative newcomers there. Lurking just below those two is Iron Apple and Mad Trav. And a quick look at the team standings is Mercedes well on top, 270 points. Williams 184. Red Bull 157. Ferrari 149. Alfa Romeo 118 being followed very closely by Haas 113. Then it's McLaren, Renault, Racing Point and AlphaTauri. So tonight, Singapore. This should be a good one. Vit, what's your thoughts on Singapore?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites to watch in real life, and I always liked the track in earlier games. Haven't had the pleasure to drive a league race myself here or commentate, so this will be a first.
First for everything tonight.
But yeah, that's very true. But Singapore, I think it's an amazing venue. Lots of 90-degree corners, but still very, very tricky due to the curves, and of course the wall being very close everywhere. So I'm expecting nothing but a good race.
Yeah, so we'll expect to see a lot of, unfortunately, penalties. So very easy track to invalidate on. So we will, round turn 5 is the most common spot to invalidate the lap. Last week, as we see, Henry Rogers just cut the corner, obviously on his outlap. So, yeah, it is a track where you can get, invalidation pretty easily. It's going to be a long race as well. So last week, Monza was usually the shortest race on the calendar. This is the longest. So it is a time certain race in real life. I did commentate on a race around Singapore a couple of weeks ago. It was relatively safety car free, surprisingly, so that sort of went by pretty quick. But I dare say, if you're watching, get comfortable. We could be here for a little while. So a little bit about the Singapore circuit, been on the calendar since '08. So that was its first race. It's 23 turns, so one of the most on the calendar. We're going to do 30 laps tonight. Looking at pit lane time, about 25.9 seconds. So that's looking at the pit lane. A little bit about the circuit as well. Yeah, some interesting corners here as well. So you've got the old Singapore sling where turn 11 and 12, that really tricky complex. In Sector 1 out of Turn 5, that run up Ruffles Boulevard into the left-hander of Turn 7 is another good overtaking opportunity as well. And then Turn 18 and 19 going underneath the bridge there towards the end of the lap. So pole position times tonight, I'd be expecting 1:33 roughly. Would that be, you reckon that's around the mark, Vic?
I'm sorry. Normally I'm here for the insights on that kind of things, but I have no idea. I don't know. I've seen the leaderboards really quick.
Yeah.
From my friends list, and well, it shouldn't be that surprising. But Matrap topped my leaderboards by quite a margin, actually, by 6 or 7 tenths to the next person, which is also a CCR. Famous driver in the name of Honzi.
Henry Rogers. That was out of turn 19, so he's slapped the wall there. So he's going to have to call it quits on that one. So it's we've had our first victim. He's going to pick. Jack Jackson's going to be the first driver to set the time. So he's on the soft tyre. Goes a 1:34.8. So he sets the first time there. I think Diddleick is coming around. He goes a 1:34.7. So he sits atop. Looks like Cleopas is out there as well. So, oh no, he wasn't coming through. That was his teammate Vengeance setting his lap. Who else do we have out there? I'm looking for Rhinos on an out lap, so he's invalidated. So, yeah, we've already got our first victim of the circuit tonight. Henry Rogers just hitting the wall coming out of turn 19. So he's had to pit. He'll start again. What about Vengeance? So P3 last week. Just looking at Cleopas. So the man from Greece. Here he is. Is that a new helmet for Cleopas this week? Not too sure.
Yeah, it might be. I don't think I saw that one last week.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Very nice helmet. Cleopas comes very close there to cutting the corner. 1:34.5. So he's on the pace right away. Primetime Raz. No, it was Baraka, I think, coming through. So he goes a 1:34.8. So that's 3 tenths off Cleopas. So we saw them have a really good back and forth battle last week. We'll see if they can. Yeah, he comes across 33.5. A full second ahead. Yeah. The South African. Wow, that is a fast time.
I think he did a. I think he did a 32 high.
Wow. In
time trial.
All right. So I think next man around, Vengeance. So we're a third of the way through. If you haven't joined us before, first of all, thank you. Welcome as Vengeance goes P3. We do short qualifying here, so it's the 18-minute session, and we do 50% races. In terms of assists, it's medium traction control. I think you can do ABS as well. Pretty standard stuff. As Rhino goes P9 with a 1:35.8. So we've had a few times trickle in already. We have 6 drivers yet to set a time. 2 of those are on medium. So Mitro Chan and Chihi Edmund, the other man in the Alfa Romeo, he is on the medium. This man, Primetime Raz, he is not. He's on the soft tyres. So King Mural, the king, it's his home race. So he's from Singapore. Yeah. It's his home race tonight. So hopefully he can go all right. He's on the medium tyre as well. So we'll just keep a close eye on that. But at the moment, it is that man from South Africa, Mad Trav. And I was just saying to Viet before we started, we looked at the lobby and so many different nationalities Oh, it's prime time. Moses cut the corner there, so he's done for that lap. Mucho Chen, he's gone purple sector 1. We're just saying, such a wide variety of nationalities in the league, considering it's an Australian league. We've got people from all sorts of different places: South Africa, Singapore, Wales, the UK. No Americans. It's a tough time zone for Americans. Sometimes exotic races, but not tonight, understandably so. So we'll, so really diverse league, which is great to see. Hope everyone out there is doing well, staying safe as well, wherever you are around the world. We've got Mistaldo him in the chat. Cleophas for the win. He's a popular man, isn't he, Vid? He's always got supporters in the chat. Yeah, so
he's got a real fan club going on there.
Henry Rogers, he's
very quick here on the medium compound. Coming into the last corner now.
What can he do? He goes to 135.8. Yeah, on the mediums, it's not too bad. He's what, 4 thousandths behind, 4 hundredths behind, 4 thousandths behind Slatus. Let's get those mixed up. Who else is out there? Henry Rogers has gone back out. He's invalidated his lap already. So he's going to have to reset and go again. Who else is... Oh, Baraka's out there, I think, on a hot lap. He is, yep. So he's 4 tenths down. So he's in P5 right now. He is not going to improve on that. No, he's going into the pits. All right, so maybe that was a reconnaissance lap of some sort. Not too sure. Trav is in the pits. His teammate Jack Jackson. Wheezy Weston. We haven't seen Wheezy for a while. I know he's been concentrating pretty hard on Assetto Corsa Competizione. So he actually raced in his first race in the Pro Division on Tuesday night. Managed to snag P2. So well done, Wheezy. We'll see if he can replicate that form in F1. Is pretty much been a member of the league since its inception about a year ago now, I think. So good to see him back. We'll see what he can do tonight. We'll get back to him later though, because he's about to finish his out lap. This man, Chihi Edmund. So did he race last week, Vid? I can't remember. He did.
No, I'll have a quick look, but I don't think he did.
He did. Finished P8. Yeah. So he's gone purple sector 2. So he's yet to set a time. He's on the medium tyres as well. What can he do? I commentated a race with him on Thursday night. I think he went all right from memory. So we'll see what he can do. He's coming through turn 20 now. So around, 21, 22 and 23. He crosses the line with a 135.9 on the mediums. Not a bad time. Yeah, not too bad at all. How are the Racing Point boys going out there? Neither of them have set a time, so Iron Apple and Henry Rogers. I'm really digging Henry Rogers' helmet as well. They're just the all black. It's got a bit of like a Darth Vader kind of vibe about it. I'm liking it. So he uses that helmet in all these leagues that he's in. He's in a few. What about Hannah Plancher? He's gone into the pits because he's invalidated his lap. Wheezy Weston. So he is coming through turn 14 now. Up through Ruffles Avenue. The right-hander is 16 and 17. So this right, left, right, left combination as he comes underneath the grandstand there. I've not been to Singapore. My brother has, though, to the Singapore Grand Prix. Says it was absolutely phenomenal under lights. A completely different experience than during the day. So couldn't recommend it highly enough. Wheezy Weston goes to 134.8. So that's good enough for P6 with just over 6.
That's P3, only a tenth off Matt Trapp.
A 33.6
from Henry Rogers.
Yeah. So Mad Trav though is the top of the times. 133.5 currently is pole sitter. What about Iron Apple? He's invalidated his lap unfortunately towards the end there, so he will have to go again. The King in his home Grand Prix. What can he do? Just coming through. What's that now? 19, 2021. So a place where you can invalidate the lap is just coming through the last couple of turns as well. So he keeps it clean, goes P7. Hey, the king. Hopefully he gets a bit of luck this week. He's been a bit unlucky recently. Jack Jackson, he's going to go into the pits. Diddleick, so he's just coming under the grandstand there. Where did this man finish last week? P6 for Diddleick. Qualification though was P6 as well. So from 6th to 6th, and he's got a pit. We're gonna ride him home then. But Slatus, he's invalidated his lap. Putin B hopping is on an out lap. What about Prime Time Raz? He's invalidated. So quite a few invalidated laps right now, as we've just over 5 minutes remaining in this session. What are your thoughts so far, Viet?
My thoughts, Putin as well, he's just started his lap now. He's always late. Not sure why, but he always decides to do like one run. But Iron Apple, Primetime Raz both haven't set a lap, have been dealing with invalidations for a while now. Hoping they can get a good lap in. Very rapid times near the front. I think all the full top 6 will go out in the last 2.5-3 minutes of this session.
Yeah.
To set more lap. But I'm expecting improvements, maybe even a 32.
Okay.
If the half a second, of course, is a lot, but we never know. Baraka only in P9 as well, so he tries it on the medium. So
yeah, so I'm not too sure if he's having difficulties again with equipment. So we have seen him having some issues with his equipment. I think was it his pedals or something. There was an issue, so not too sure. Putin be hopping. He is always late, isn't he? So he goes a 1:35.9, good enough for P15. Bit of improvement in that lap time. Rhino, he's coming around turn 14, so he's currently P10 as we have 3.5 minutes left in the session. Everyone out there on the soft bar, Baraka. So Baraka's just coming through, I think, turn 10 right now. Yep, so we'll just ride home Rhino until the end, and then we'll get to Baraka. He's uncharacteristically down in P9. He did qualify pole last week, so it's it is unusual to see him down that low, and it looks like Rhino has pitted. So let's jump on board with the Spaniard as he's just coming up through 15 and 16 now. So on those medium tyres, I didn't see the split time when he picked him up. Let's see if we can tell if he's got a wheel or a pad.
Nah, he definitely got a wheel.
Yeah.
Looking at the steering, for sure.
So it takes a pretty tight line through there. Yeah, I reckon he's got a wheel as well. 1:33.8. Oh, goodness gracious.
Very good
All
lap.
right. That's ominous.
Very good lap.
That is ominous for the rest of the field. He's doing that on a medium tyre. So maybe he had some sort of little mishap in the beginning there, but the cream always rises to the top, and we've seen the quality of Baraka in the past. So with just over 2 minutes left, it is Mad Trav sitting on pole still with a 1:33.5. He's on an outlap. So is Henry Rogers with a 1:33.6. Then it's Baraka on the mediums with a 1:33.8. Then we've got Jack Jackson having a good result there. So is Diddleick, Cleophas.
Penaplank is out.
Ooh, I wonder if it's... I reckon he's put it into the wall at turn 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what do we call it? Like a DNF. It's a terminal damage he's suffered, so no good for him. He's down in P16. So we've got 18 drivers tonight, 2 better than last week. 2 more would be nice. 2 more. It is Mother's Day though in Australia, but we don't have that many Australians racing in this Australian league. Funnily enough, as Mucho Chan goes a 1:34.2 so good enough for P6 for that man. Pretty full circuit right now as well. So we've got just over a minute remaining. Everyone's going to want to try and get their time in. Iron Apple He's invalidated. Yeah, all right. So Chihi Edmund is the first in line. I'll try and pick them all up. It can be a little bit difficult at times, but I'll do my best. Let's see if the South African can be toppled. It's not going to happen from Chihi Edmund, that's for sure. On that lap, Cleophas on an out lap. Vengeance on an out lap. Who's on a fast lap? Baraka?
Rogers.
Here we go. Thanks, Viet. You're just, you've been there a few times for me tonight. Thank you. How's
That's why I'm here, Nick. I'm here to assist you in times of need.
Well, no, you're here to also give input as well and call it as you see it, not just...
a lot of DNFs there.
Putin at turn 7. I think he's run up to
Chihi Edmund as well.
I think Chihi Edmund might be in the pits, but Putin be hopping his... Baraka as well. What is going on here? I hope this isn't an issue with the lobby. I'm hoping it's not. Because we've gone 000. Iron Apple, he is going to be the first one around. Alright, so there's 1, 3, 4, 5 drivers all not here right now. So hopefully that doesn't have any effect at the beginning of the race. We'll just have to wait and see. So Henry Rogers currently this is Iron Apple, sorry. Diddle's retired as well. What is happening here?
I think this is due to not being able to set a lap and the time, maybe. I hope.
Possibly.
Iron Apple goes P13, so he's off that last
spot. Henry Rogers has spun it around at turn 21. So who's coming through there? I think that was Cleophas. Yeah. Has that put him off? He's in P7 right now. He goes to P3. What about
the second row of the grid for the Greek driver? Now Matrav. No, it's the other Red Bull, Jack Jackson. He invalidated. So.
What about Mad Trav? Mad Trav goes, stays in P1 33.2. He improves on his own time. So great work from him.
Very good lap.
The King has invalidated. I think that is the session. So Mad Trav in just his 5th race. Last week he took home the win and he started 2nd. The week before that in, I think it was Belgium, he was 3rd. In Budapest he was 7th, and in Britain, in Silverstone, he was 2nd. So he's in some cracking form at the moment, but it is Mad Trav who's qualified P1. Congratulations to him. Henry Rogers in P10. Cleophas in P3. Vengeance, so the other, it's an all Huss second row there. Baraka, P5. So a little bit of work to do for him.
But on the mediums,
I was going to say
the ultimate strategy.
Yeah, so looking good for him. Jack Jackson, P6. Diddleick, P7. So good work from him. Mucho Chan in the AlphaTauri. The King, nice work, King. P9. So nice driving from Wheezy Western as well. So in his return to the league, and then we'll go through the bottom 10 as well. So where's the King been? That is the best qualifying for the King since round 8 in Canada, where he scored a P4. So he's fired up for his home race. So nice work, King. King Mural, we'll call him.
Can I interrupt you a little quickly, Nick?
Go for it.
How is my audio sounding? Because it's pouring down like hell here right now.
I can't hear anything.
Okay, that is very good. Then we can continue happily. It's as the thunderstorms and rainstorms.
Oh, maybe I can hear a little. I can hear a little bit in the background, but it's nothing like out of control or anything. So you're good, mate. Don't worry. That's all right. So that's our grid. Primetime Raz brings up the rear there in P18. So. That was it's that 18 minutes just flies by, doesn't it? It's
yeah, it always does.
Yeah, and because we're looking at the whole field, it gets pretty busy out there. But as we saw, there was quite a few invalidated laps there as we went through. So let's have a look at tyre strategy. So I'm pretty sure all the guys in the top 10 did qualify on the soft. So bar Baraka, who's in P5. We've got Rhino, Havina, Slardis, Chihi Edmund on the mediums right now. Hannah Plancher on the mediums. Primetime Raz looks like he's choosing the mediums as well. So we're going to have a mix of soft and medium strategies, except Slardis, who's one of the hards. We'll go through tyre lifespan shortly, as we've got less than 20 seconds remaining before the session will start. So around here, Singapore, you're looking at, it's a relatively high tyre wear circuit. We're doing 31 laps tonight. So on the soft tyre, window's generally going to be between 7 to 9 laps. The medium tyre, you're looking sort of 16 to 18 laps. And then the hard tyre, you're looking 28 to 30. So for the guys that are starting on the softs, generally probably going to go to the hard. The guys going from the mediums, will they go medium hard, medium soft? I don't know. I dare say we'll get a safety car. But Viet, do you want to take us through the field as they go on their warm-up lap?
Yeah, I will do that. Topping off the grid is Matrav, the South African driver, occupying the Red Bull car of, I can't see who exactly. But he of course very rapid in qualifying, followed by the Racing Point, nowadays known as the beautiful dark green Aston Martin. Love to see that on next year's game, but right now it's still this nice and pink water technology company car. Followed then by the two Haases of both Trialphus and Vengeance. So Haas putting in again a good effort for this race. They have been near the top for the last couple of races, so props to them. Then on the alternative strategy, it's our championship leader Baraka, as Rogers has a little moment there coming out of the hairpin. Then the other Red Bull P6, Jack Jackson. He's had a couple of hard times last couple of races, but hoping he can get some good points here for Red Bull. Then the Ferrari of Diddalik P7. Mucho Chan P8, then both Williamses in the top 10 with the King and our substitute for Sandeezy, Wheezy Western. That was our top 10. Then Rhino, P11, Hervina, Slardis in P13, Chihi Edmund on P14, Putin B Hop in P15. Then Henneplein Champ Primetime Raz had a little collision, so they're already waiting on the grid. And then in P18, in the last car, it's Iron Apple. Why is he last? He set a time.
He set a time for P14, so maybe he had some sort of penalty or something that we might have missed. So, good work, okay. Vic. You timed that to absolute perfection. All right, here we go. So, 31 laps of the Singapore track. This is FRL. This is Division 1. Round 15. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Let's go racing. So, didn't hold him for very long. Looks like Mad Trav had a good getaway there. So did Henry Rogers. Baraka's already moved up a position. I think it's Clearphus in there as well. Jack Jackson might have made a little bit of collision there. Did a lick in the Ferrari as well. The King has moved up the position too. Henry Rogers and Baraka going side by side here. Into the right-hander, a bit of a break lock up there from Baraka, but Henry Rogers has managed to hold down P3. I can't see, I think there's a little bit of carnage at the back there. There's an Alfa Romeo that's missing a part of the front wing. That's Rhino. So we've had a move at the lead. I'll just quickly finish off with these guys. All right, so Mad Travis.
Big accident.
Oh no. All right, so that is at turn 7. There, so we're under just localised yellows. We're not under a safety car yet, but it's Clearphus from Mad Trav, Henry Rogers and Baraka. He's moved up one position. Who else do we have? So Cleophas has moved up to 2, so nice driving from him. Hannah Plancher's made up a few spots too. So from 6th till 10th, they've not changed spots, as we're going to keep an eye on this battle at the front. So Cleophas, the man from Greece, he's moved up a couple of spots, started P3, he's in P1, Henry Rogers following him, and Baraka. So that's going to be a good battle between Baraka and Henry Rogers. So, and Baraka on those medium tyres. Will he just play the long game, be patient, wait for these guys to pit, and then put in some hot lap times? We'll have to wait and see. But as we go through the first lap, no safety car, thankfully. We did have the incident between Iron Apple and Putin Hoppen. Rhino's dropped 5 positions there, so he's probably the driver who's dropped the most. Now it's doing that glitch, so we won't worry about that for now. We'll just watch the action on the track. So hopefully they do fix that.
It's actually insane that still happens.
Yeah, hopefully it's fixed for the next game. I'll be very disappointed if it's not. But it usually goes away after a minute or so. So we'll just have to eyeball the action on track. But it looks like it's been pretty neat and tidy from everyone so far. We haven't had any major collisions. We don't want to have too many safety cars because it will drag. As I said earlier, this is the longest race on the calendar. It usually does approach the 2-hour mark in real life. We're usually 18 minutes in a race, 18-minute qualifying in a race. It usually goes for about an hour and 20, hour and a half. We don't want to be here for 2 hours. What's happened to Wheezy? He's had contact with someone. He's down in P15. So not too sure what's happened with him. I know that he sometimes gets a bit of vertigo when he does F1. So maybe he is suffering from that a little bit as well. But out in front, it's the man from Greece, Cleophas, in the Haas, P1, leading the way from Mad Trav. I really want to see these two. I want to see Baraka and Henry Rogers. Oh, as he scrapes the wall, coming out of turn, I think it was 21, 22. I want to see Henry Rogers and Baraka go at it. That would... Oh, that was Diddlick in the background. He's turned it around, and Baraka's gotten through as well. So just as we were watching Diddlick spin around there, he's dropped all the way down into P14. Baraka has taken the position from Henry Rogers, who now moves down into P4. He's going to be chased by PHV Vengeance. So we'll see how they go. Vengeance had a podium finish last week. Where are we? Just give me... Yeah. All right. I actually really like watching Henry Rogers race too. He's overtaking skills. He's when he commits, he commits. He doesn't do things by halves. And he's a racer too. You know, like he loves racing. He loves competing. Probably one of my favourite drivers to watch. All right, we've got our first penalty second penalty. Primetime Raz got one, so is Iron Apple. That's 2 drivers. Virtual safety car, Slardis.
He's out.
Oh, that's at turn 10, the old Singapore sling. It's claimed one. That's our first DNF of the night. Wow, all right.
Will this affect anything in the front? Will somebody go for something of a pit stop, or is that too early still?
Well, you could do hard. Oh no, it's Jack Jackson. No, was it Jack Jackson? It is Jack Jackson under virtual safety. Oh no, under virtual safety car conditions, he almost backed it into prime time. Raz. Iron Apple's DNF'd as well, so he's gone out at turn 7. So I don't know what's happened to him, but we've got 2 DNFs right now. One of them's happened under virtual safety car conditions. I don't know how that happens, but it has happened, and Jack Jackson is going to have to pit now. All right,
we are back racing again.
Are we? We have gone green. All right,
we are.
Good. All right, so we've lost 2.
The full sector, all sectors were yellow, but it was green.
So we've lost Slardis and Iron Apple. Oh, it's Mad Trav and Baraka going at it into the left-hander. That was turn 7 where Iron Apple went off. So Baraka's managed to get past Mad Trav, so he's down in P3. Baraka's now occupying P2. He's going to give chase to Clearpass. Vengeance is there in P4. And Mucho Chan just hanging around in the background there in P5. So we've got this little breakaway group before it's Hervina, Hannah Plancha, Chihi Edmond, Primetime Raz and Diddleick will round out the top 10. Well, that 4 of 31, so we've gotten 4 pretty good clean laps away. Oh, was that? Oh, I thought I saw someone, was it Mucho Chan get a little bit loose there? Coming out of 13 up the Esplanade Drive, I'm not too sure. So Vengeance has got a 3-second penalty too. So he's in P4 right now. I dare say that won't be the last penalty that we see of the evening.
It's all kicking off right now in the front as Baraka has insane pace on that medium tire. The softs don't seem quicker, at least Clearpass can't break away from the Mercedes right now. Of course, DRS has been activated. Maybe Baraka will go for a move at the same place he did as Matra. He's close enough for it, and he does have the ERS. Well, Clearpass has more ERS though. Oh. He launches. He is going for a move. Overtake button engaged. Round the outside. He chooses the long way. Is that the good way? No, it goes very, very wide, but takes that position. Actually, he does. Okay. Went in very deep for, in my opinion, but he managed to grab the lead in with the medium tires. So very good for Baraka there. Not very sportsmanlike, but that will be for the stewards to decide if that was correct. But Baraka absolutely on fire now. So he already is out of the DRS now. Plus he has the better tire the longer they go. So I think Baraka can really break away now this early in the race. Oh, he does give it back.
Oh, there we go. So that is one thing about Baraka. I like he's obviously it's one of the many things. But you know, he is an absolutely rapid driver. He's very, very fast, but his level of sportsmanship is probably higher than anyone you'll sort of see with a guy of his So it's often discussed in the Discord that a lot of all the drivers have a lot of respect for him, and I think he's really big on that fair driving as well, as we just witnessed then. So good work by Baraka, and you know, really setting the example there too. So yeah, it's often discussed how clean he is. And how respectful he is of the rules and regulations. So
Ferrari, it's Diddleick. Oh, he's in the pits.
He's in the pits, yeah. Not too sure.
It's a new wing.
Here's Wheezy, Weston and Putin. They're down in P15 and 16 having their own private little battle. These two know each other quite well. So they're battling it out down for the... Putin runs very wide. Opens up the door for Wheezy to get through into turn 1. So he gets that done pretty easily. Let's get back to the points paying positions though, because this is where the closest on-track action is right now, between the top 5 guys, which is Baraka, Clearpass, Madtrav, Vengeance and Mucho Chan. Mucho Chan, he kind of just, he hangs about, doesn't he? He's decent. He's, what is he? This is, I think, his 4th race. So he finished 2nd on debut in Silverstone, a DNF in Budapest, and then he had, where's it gone? He had a 4th in Belgium, didn't race last week. So he's up there, still relatively new in the league. But yeah, I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. And that looks like Mad Trav. Alright, so these guys are definitely going to go. It'd be interesting to see what they go to. Mediums! Mad Trav's got to go to the medium anyway.
Yep, and the Haas. Hearts.
Alright, interesting.
No, yeah,
yeah. So I think, did we see last week Mad Trav go a really long stint on the mediums? Was that him last week? I can't remember. Or Sandisi. I think it was Sandisi did an insane stint on a tyre. last week. Someone
I think
did.
they all did.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had, oh, it's a VSC.
Oh,
We missed it.
Who is that for?
I'm not sure.
We've only lost the 2. Can't see any cars stopped out on track right now. Baraka is miles ahead of him as well. So he's just coming through turn 10.
Diddlelick, 5 seconds. Oh, excuse me. Diddlelick got a 5-second penalty for...
Are we keeping you awake, Vic? Yeah, you want to have a little nap, do ya?
Oh, another 5 seconds again. Oh,
For Diddlelick, corner cutting.
He's out of front wing.
He has...
expecting a DNF here.
Diddlelick has 18 seconds, another 5 seconds, speeding in the pit lane. I reckon he's retiring the car. He is, alright, he's out. Alright, so we're down to 15. We are 5 away from the Oprah Winfrey race. Hopefully we don't get that. We're lap 7 of 31. We're under localised yellows by the looks of things. Sector 1 yellow flag.
Yeah, it's
Are
done.
we? Yeah, alright, so we're back racing. Beautiful. So it's Baraka leading the way from Vengeance Mucho Chan, and that looks like it is Vengeance who's pinning. Prime time race, 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. I was just seeing if Vengeance managed to pull it up. I've seen quite a few drivers. I remember James Ralph from Tier 2. I remember he absolutely slammed into that pit entry wall one week. So I've seen it done, and I've seen it done in a few other leagues as well. But
hope it doesn't happen here.
No, we don't want to lose any more. We've lost 3 already. 3's enough. Let's keep everyone else in the race. So this is Chihi Edmund. So he's doing nice. So he qualified. Where was Chihi Edmund? He was down in 15th. So he's up in P5 right now. So he's having himself a good old race. Stops. It's Henry Rogers, Cleophas, King Mural. So the top 6 guys are yet to pit. Everyone else has stopped. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then the tyres as well. So 7 lap old mediums for them. So Cleophas on the hards, Mad Trav on the mediums. It's going to be an interesting one to watch as we see Chihi Edmund having a good hard look at Anna Plancha. Ash, his normal teammate, not racing tonight. So I'm not too sure where Ash is in the other Renault. That's who we're missing in Sandeezy. That would have rounded out a top 20. Sandeezy in the comments. Sorry I'm not racing. Don't need to be sorry, mate. If you can't race, you can't race. It's not the end of the world. Nothing to apologise for. Lap 9 of 31. So lap's starting to tick over. Just over almost a third of the way. Mucho Chan pits. Let's see what he goes to. He's on the soft, so lap 9's probably as far as you want to go on the soft tyres. He is going to go to the hards by the looks of it. Yep, hard tyres coming on.
To the end there.
He had to replace his front wing too as Mad Trav sets the fastest time. A 1:37.8. Right, so back to the front here. So it's looking like... Where are we? So Baraka's on 8 lap old mediums. Henry Roger... Oh, Wheezy's gone! VSC. That's Wheezy. Where's that? That is just near turn 21. So not too sure.
Out of the, under the bridge.
Might have just got it on the power a little bit too early there and turned it around. So Wheezy is out, as well as Diddlelick, Slardis and Iron Apple.
Lee Hoppin gets a drive-through penalty for speeding.
Putin.
It's very unfortunate for the McLaren, and 3 extra seconds for good measure.
Alright, so where's Baraka? He is coming through 16-17. Where are the rest?
5 seconds for speeding in the lane.
I reckon he might be DNFing as well by the look of it. Is he? No, he's not. Alright, keep going, Putin. He's out.
There he goes.
3 away from the Oprah Winfrey round. Slightly disappointing. 13. We're only lap 9. Yeah, alright. Could be struggling to find what to talk about for a lot of the race. Yes. What's the lowest amount of? What's the?
There's enough. we can admire. We can all sit and quietly admire Baraka putting in laps here because he's on a run. He absolutely gapped the whole field. And oh no, who's that in the wall? That's Matrav. Matrav, he lost his wing, same place as...
oh, it's Wheezy, yeah.
Wheezy spun,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
So he has to come in now.
So...
He does, and very unfortunate there for the Red Bull.
Just so easy to make that mistake coming out of 21 there.
Yeah, it's...
putting the hards on.
There's not much grip, and with your tires being in an oven the full time, the whole lap they're melted at the end. So it's how you get on the power, and it's the older your tires, the more difficult it gets. But now Matrav has to fight his way back like a whole pit stop now. He doesn't have to stop anymore. I think these hard tires will get him to the end.
The hard tires will get him to the end, most definitely. Yeah.
So maybe he still has a shot for getting some good points, but he's a whole pit stop behind his teammate Jake Jackson, so that is quite a margin.
Let's have a look at what's the position changes. So Chi Edmund up 10, Primetime Raz 12, Hannah Plancher 13, Hervina 10. Mad Trav has been the biggest loser on track right now, as we see Chi Edmund and Primetime Raz, they're both pitting. Alright, let's see what these guys are going to go to. I reckon hards. Looks like Primetime Raz is going hards.
Yeah, they're both going hards.
And Chi Edmund is going to go to the hards as well. So that is going to move. Oh, it's not going to be enough for Mucho Chan to get... Oh, maybe. Mucho Chan is coming around the final turn now. Will he be able to get past him? I think he will. It's going to be pretty tight. And there's Chi Edmund. So Mucho... He does. Nice driving, Mucho Chan. Alright, so I know that he hasn't... Oh, he has... The King! The King's in P6 and he's stopped. What tyre is he on? He's on 6-lap-old mediums. Alright. We'll need to stop again.
Yeah.
I would think.
I think he might go to the softs for the end.
Yeah. What did he start on? He would have started on... I think... Did he start on the mediums? I don't know.
Top 10. No, he started in the top 10. So
he would have started on softs. Yeah, gone to the mediums. So he could go to mediums again. Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's possible as well.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how we go. So lap 12 of 31. We're over a third race distance. It's Baraka leading the way from Hervina, Hannah Plancher, yet to pit. Henry Rogers, he's in fourth. He has pitted. Cleophas is in P5. The King, as we were just talking about, P6. Mucho Chan recently took P7. P8 is the recently pitted Chihi Edmund. P9, Primetime Raz, and the other Alfa Romeo. He's down in P10. We might as well do the whole field. So Vengeance in P11, and it's the two Red Bulls bringing up the rear right now. It's Jack Jackson, and quite a distance behind him is the South African Mad Trav. So he has definitely gone from chocolates to boiled lollies, from first to last. First last week, he's stone cold last right now, but we still got another 19 laps still to go. So I wouldn't expect to see him there in P13 at the end of the race, unless there's a DNF from him. But fingers crossed, we get all 13 drivers home. It's going to 13 drivers on the track. So we're going to spread out the field, so we're not going to get as much. It's going to decrease the chances of collisions as we see Vengeance take Rhino for P10. So nice move down the inside of turn 7 there. So the Haas driver, he started P4. He's down in P10 right now. His teammate Cleophas in the other Haas, he's up in P5 on that hard tyre. He's 4.6 seconds behind Henry Rogers, who is a further 2.2 seconds behind Hannah Plancher's Chihi Edmund. gets a 3-second time penalty. Here's driver number 4 for penalties right now. In terms of those penalties, it's 6 seconds for Hannah Plancher, 6 seconds for Primetime Raz, and then it is 3 seconds each to Rhino and Chihi Edmonds. So that's the Alfa Romeo boys in sync there with the penalties. As we're watching Hannah Plancher do his pit stop, he goes to the hard tyre, so he won't need a pit for the rest of the race. That will get him home until the end. He's going to come out, I'd say, about P9. This is the man who will take him. We saw pit recently and pick up a penalty, so he does pass Hannah Plancher. Is that how I pronounce it, Viet? Hannah Plancher? Am I saying it right?
That's pretty okay.
So not good, just okay?
No, it's good. No, it's good. It's good.
Alright, so this is Jack Jackson and Rhino down for P11, P12. Vengeance, he's giving chase to Primetime Raz and the Mercedes, so we've got a little trio here that we'll keep an eye on. I do like the attention to detail in this game as the under lights as the cars come through that section. There's a lot of different lights, like colours, so you do see the reflection bouncing off the cars. Makes them look really vibrant. So nice little touch. I know a lot of people like to sort of talk about the negatives of the game, and yes, it does have some drawbacks, but it's also quite nicely presented compared to some other games. So it's easy to kick someone. It's not as easy to drag, just pull them up. So just got to appreciate it. You bloody 19, 20-year-olds, you have no idea. I have absolutely no idea how good you guys have got it right now compared to when we were. Video games 20 years ago, seriously, you had to manually tune your TV in to pick up the the console. Like, ridiculous. You'd have to manually change your channel. Like, you just have no idea. Now you can watch TV on your phone. Like, I sound really old because I am old, but you just gotta makes you appreciate some things a little bit more. So anyway, that's my old man shouts at the sky moment. Let's get back to the racing. So we're at 14 to 31, approaching halfway.
He turned it around, and it almost caused a big accident, and it did cause Vengeance to pick up a penalty. So that's unfortunate for the Haas, but now he launches his attack on Primetime Raz. Overtake button engaged. He's down the inside. He doesn't try to stick it. As Primetime Raz and Hannah Plancher make contact.
Ooh, and that was Rhino in there as well. I think that was Vengeance. This is Hannah Plancher, Primetime Raz, and Vengeance. Jack Jackson's just at the back of these guys as well. Alright. So where was it? That was at... Oh, did the oversteer there from Primetime?
Turn 3.
Yeah. Coming through that sort of turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 complex.
Yeah.
Alright. Baraka's in the pits, so he's going to the hards. Oh, as Primetime Raz runs very deep, opens it up for Vengeance. He's able to get through there. So he moves up into P8. Henry Rogers has taken the lead from Baraka. He's on 10 lap old mediums though. So Jack Jackson's caught up to these guys too. So this is for P7, 8, 9 and 10. The final 4 points paying positions. Vengeance looking to go around the outside. He's got battery. Hannah Plancher's gone into the pits. So that leaves just these three to battle it out. Jack Jackson, he's looking to make the move up the inside of Primetime Raz into turn 1. That was quite ambitious. Primetime Raz does run a little bit wide there. Jack Jackson trying to sort of do the switchback, trying to take the switchback line through there. Let's see what he can do. He's going to, if he can put a run onto him into turn 7, the left-hander. Taking a different line. Primetime Raz a very defensive line through there. He gets a nice, he got some, took some nice momentum through there. Okay, so these two are going to battle it out. So Primetime Raz on 3 lap old hards, Jack Jackson on 10 lap old hards. So he does have a slight advantage. They're both on the same compound, just different levels of wear. Out in front, it's Henry Rogers. He's 2.8 seconds ahead of Clearfus, sorry, on 7 laps. So what's happened there? So I wonder if Clearfus was able to get through past Baraka when he was coming out of the pits as well. So just keep an eye on those times up the top. We want to keep the camera on the action though, the on-track action. Just behind these two, Hervina. So he's made that mistake earlier. Mucho Chan, 3-second time penalty. So that's driver number 6. I think that would, I don't know if it's his second or third penalty. No, it's his first penalty. There we go. I'm doing him a disservice there. That looks like it is Rhino. He's pitting. He's got 12 lap old medium, so he'll go to the hards. You'd have to assume. Let's see if he does do that. Mad Trav makes his way up into P11 on his recovery drive. Let's see if he can get himself back up in the points. And yep, he does go onto the hearth for Rhino. So he gets his stop out of the way. He won't have to pit again. Is Jackson going?
Down the inside.
Fire, he gets it done. Oh, he goes too deep. Couldn't pull it up. And Primetime Raz takes it back coming through turn 8. So, oh, he's this has got ending in tears written all over it right now. It's Henry Rogers picks up a 3-second time penalty. So unfortunately for him, last week, what was it? I think he had a bit of a, was it last week? I don't know if it was last week or in another league. I think he had a bit of a, he had a whole bunch of penalties happen and he ended up dropping out. So might have been SFR last week in Suzuka possibly from memory. But let's focus on right here, right now, as we have 14 laps left of round 15 of Division 1 of FRL. Jack Jackson picks up his first time penalty of the evening, I do believe. It is, yep. Yes. Baraka is getting close to Clearfus. So
not close enough.
This is turn 7, where we saw Jack Jackson have a go at Primetime Raz. Baraka can't replicate that yet. Clearfus on the 9-lap old hards. Baraka on a 1-lap old hard. So he's definitely got the advantage tyre-wise. And there's Henry Rogers not too far up the road. So he'll be wanting Clearfus to hold Baraka up as much as he can so he can help skip away. He will have to pit again and serve that penalty as well. So he's going to enjoy that lead while he can, because it's not going to last forever. Nothing does, but especially now. Jack Jackson, though, looks like he's finally got past Primetime Raz. So third time's a charm. So that's going through that turn 7, turn 8 sequence of corners. He's finally moved up into P8. I think I saw a localised yellow Hannah Plancha. He gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's currently in there with soft tyres. He's gone to the medium, so that will get him home on those tyres as well. Let's get back to Baraka and Clearfus. So he's right up under the gearbox now of the man from Greece. Henry Rogers just out there in front. Activates the DRS. Doesn't use his battery just yet. Just relies on the DRS. I think he's going to be patient here.
Yeah, I think that the second DRS zone is probably the only real good overtaking opportunity. So at the end of this this straight, but now it's the slipstream train. Baraka recognizes it.
Clearfus
rams through.
He gets
into P1.
Yeah, so we've seen quite a bit of action at turn 7, and Henry Rogers has moved down into P2, so he's now going to be the one who has to fend off the charging Mercedes of Baraka as he looks to go around the outside. It's definitely not an overtaking spot on the track there. I dare say Baraka, we haven't seen him made any rash moves before, so he obviously knows what he's doing. And I don't think Henry Rogers will try and hold him up too much. He doesn't.
Baraka goes through P2.
Yeah, so Henry Rogers just, yeah, he got a bit of oversteer coming onto, I think that's Esplanade Drive there. he's got those 13 lap old mediums, so they're going to start to be feeling not that great. They're going to start to deteriorate pretty quickly. They're coming towards the end of their lifespan. So Baraka is now going to give chase to Cleophas. These two have, we've seen them put on a bit of a sort of show in the past. So this will be a good test for Cleophas to see how he goes against pretty much, I think Baraka's the fastest guy I've ever seen. Honesy's up there. Honesy, Cornet, some fast guys. Henna Plancher. Yeah. So,
the last corner.
Then there were 12. We're 2 away, boys. 2 away. And the King, he's in P3 after Henry Rogers pits. So Henry Rogers gone to the mediums. Did he serve his penalty as well?
Outside. No, just waits off. Maybe goes for a switchback here. Again on the outside, thinks better of it. Cleophas remains the lead car for now, but Baraka does seem very rapid, and it's just a matter of time now.
You do get a sense of
here on this DRS. Excuse me.
No, go for it. I was going to say there is a sense of inevitability about it, but no, keep going, Viet. I cut you off there.
No, don't think this will be the opportune moment. It's just a bit too short. Only if the car makes a mistake, then you'll be able to pass. The same for the pit straight. The last corner, of course, being so fast, practically impossible to get a good run. Maybe Baraka will prove me wrong now straight away, but I think he'll wait again till the second DRS zone. He want to try and put his car on the inside. DRS enabled, no overtake. No, he thinks better of it. Tries now to set up the overtaking move for the next DRS zone here. This semi-fast right-hander. Does seem like he's close enough. The opposite does have a bit more ERS to play with. They both activated. Again, Baraka forced the outside, and you're never gonna make it there around the outside. So Cleophas remains again the lead car in lap 20. I'm not sure for how long he can hold on to the position. And if he needs to box again, but I think 23 laps for the Hearts will do.
Yeah, sure. I think Cleophas is just out there. He doesn't need a box again. He's just going to try and last as long as he can in front of Baraka, and he seems to be doing quite a good job of it as well. So Cleophas certainly, absolutely, he's no slouch at all. We've seen him have pace since he's come, the first race in the league. He's won a race already. He's putting up a good fight here. He's definitely holding his own against Baraka. It's all been clean racing so far as well, so no issues with that. I think Cleophas is just going to try and hold on for as long as he can, as hard as he can. Really, that seems to be the tactic now, as we see Baraka run a little bit deep there, but nothing too major. Let's see how he goes up the front straight. The DRS isn't that powerful at this circuit, is it? You don't really get a huge advantage.
No, it's only the second DRS rate really where you can where the DRS really plays a role.
So it's coming out of here now. So we've seen numerous drivers make a lunge down the inside at turn 7, and I dare say Baraka is going to... he got very, very tight there. Cleophas has got the inside line though. He's going to force Baraka wide, a little bit of contact, but Cleophas manages to hang on. So he is not going to give this up without a fight. As we see Mad Trav, 3-second time penalty. He's down in P10. Drivers without penalties, Hervina, the King, in P3, Baraka, and the man on screen, Cleophas, who is leading the way. So we saw Baraka make the lead, make a lunge down the outside there at turn 7. I think the inside there of turn 7 is much more optimal, but Cleophas had that closed off. Let's see. So go through 14. I'm just thinking next opportunity to pass. or maybe the front straight again. It's sort of, it's a bit line astern through here. Looks like it's glitching out, unfortunately. Oh no, I was really hoping to do an onboard lap with Baraka as we go along, so hopefully that rectifies itself. Otherwise we won't get the joy of that. So let's see, Baraka's got the DRS open. Cleophas has got a little bit of battery, doesn't use it, and is able to keep him behind. He's in first gear for a while there, wasn't he? He's right on the rev limiter. Now, can Baraka get a good enough run out of here to go up the inside? Cleophas is shutting off the inside though. He's not going to let him have it. He goes defensive again. Baraka can't get close enough. So once again, turn 7. Cleophas locks that one down. We've got 9 laps left. We're lap 22 of 31. The King is finally pitted. He's gone to the softs, so he's going to ride them all the way home in his home race. We're down to 12 drivers. We've lost Hannah Plancher, Putin, Wheezy, Diddlick, Slardis, and Iron Apple. So hopefully no more after this. But we do have 2 cars that are providing a lot of entertainment right now, and it is for the top 2 positions. This is the man from Greece, Cleophas, battling the Spaniard who's got the Grand Prix in Spain later this evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So that should be, hopefully that's a good race. It's looking likely. Yep. It's with the Red Bulls, pretty rapid around there with Mercedes. But let's talk about what we got on the screen, and that's Cleophas battling it away with Baraka, not letting him pass. And it's been a good display of driving, I have to say, from Cleophas to keep Baraka behind him. We don't see this very often. Let's see, he's got the DRS open again. He doesn't use the battery up the front straight, so DRS is a bit nullified down the front straight here. It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be
maybe this allows Baraka to get a little bit of a better exit here to the straight, tighter line from Cleophas. Again, I guess it's going to be same old.
He is, so Cleophas fired. Nice work from Cleophas. So, he went a little bit deep there, but he'll have the inside line for turn 8. So it was a little mistake there from the Greek, but he's going all right. So he's able to recover from that. It wasn't enough to let Baraka pass, as we see Vengeance goes a fastest lap at 1:37.2. So he is down in P11. He's a second behind the King, who came out in P10. So we'll see if he can get some points. Just an update on the overall race. Field is pretty spread out, except Hervina is looking to put a move on Primetime Raz that down into turn 7. So we've seen that quite a few times this evening. But the field is relatively spread out. We've got penalties to a lot of the drivers, so everyone bar 4. So Hervina, King, Mural, Baraka and Cleophas, all without penalty. Henry Rogers on those 3 lap odd meetings, he's in P3. He's 20 seconds behind Baraka. But Mucho Chan, he is 1 second behind Henry Rogers, as we see the DRS wide open on Baraka and can't get it up the inside again there. So let's see how they go through. It's got that glitch, so it's not going away. Let's see what sort of run he gets out of turn 5. This is where it's all going to happen. Cleophas not using his battery to defend here, so that would make you think that he feels quite comfortable. This has been a cracking drive from Cleophas. It's been a very classy drive. Oh, Baraka gets a little bit.
Because he's keeping Baraka behind now for the last 8 laps.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely been inside his gearbox actually for the whole lap. Every single lap. So Cleophas really be put under pressure, and he shows why diamonds are made on the picture.
Oh, I love it, Viet. I love it. That was in my mind. I was going to come out and say Pressure either burst pipes or creates diamonds, but you took the words out of my mouth. Rhino retired! Where is that? That's in the pit lane, so alright, that's not going to cause a safety car. But yeah, that is absolutely spot on. He has been under the pump for 8 laps now. This will be his 9th lap with Baraka right behind him, and he has not made any, well, he made a tiny little mistake. Baraka's a little bit closer now though. So let's see if he can get a run onto him into turn 1 up the front straight. Once again, has the DRS open. Still no. So still can't get it done. Yeah, so Cleophas mistake free, and that's impressive, because that pressure with someone, you know, like Baraka behind you can, you know, just the idea of having him behind you can force a mistake. Let's see again into turn 7. Baraka's still not close enough by the look of it. Oh, he went a little bit wide there, just sort of maybe just trying to get in his mirrors and say, hey, I'm here if you haven't noticed. Back to that fight for P3. What's Mucho Chan's penalties? Oh, so Henry Rod's got 6 seconds. So Mucho Chan could get on the podium here. We'll keep an eye out for that. Other battles on the track. Mad Trav, he's in P7. So he's less than a second behind. Yeah, he's less than a second behind his teammate Jack Jackson in P6. So no, Baraka's still not close enough coming into turn 14 there. So it's those two. Other than that, it's pretty much everyone's a fairway part. We're one driver leaving us from an Oprah Winfrey round. Hopefully we don't get there, but every time I say that, we have someone drop out. So hopefully that's not the case this time. We've got 6 laps left. Come on, hang in there, boys. The last 11 drivers, just keep it in there. We'll get 11 finishes as they begin lap 26. Baraka with the DRS is a little bit closer, has a look, thinks better of it. Let's see, we go around again. We're going to see into turn 7. Does he look a bit closer, Viet, do you reckon, Baraka?
No, I think he has been around the 2/10 margin the whole time. It hasn't been enough, so I think as long as Cleophas just defends the inside, there's really nothing Baraka can do with it.
It's still got that glitch. Yep. Go for it. Yeah, Baraka really has to find a way to get past now in these last 5 laps, because the time's running out now for the Mercedes, and with his biggest rival Sandisi not being here, a 25 points win for Baraka could be a really important come the final race of the season. Yeah, and I think we're going to see a little bit of what Baraka's made of as well, because, you know, usually he's out in front and he can do it. You know, he's usually got the pace that, you know, he's not challenged as often. But this is probably the biggest challenge he's faced in FRL to date. You know, so this is going to be interesting to see, you know, with 5 laps left, is he going to make a late lunge somewhere, you know, into turn 7, if Cleophas can keep him behind for the remaining laps as well. So we're going to see what his temperament is really like when he's put right under pressure. Gets a little bit closer there into turn 1, but Cleophas is still able to do as he's done for the last 9 laps or so, and that's keep the man in the Mercedes, Baraka, behind him, our championship leader. And that is a good point that you make as well, with Sandisi not racing this evening. Good wishes to Sandisi as well.
Engaged again. Now he picks the inside line. He's going for it, and the first moment Baraka allows it.
Cleophas has got to fight back for it though, going up the inside. They do touch. So Cleophas is not going to give it up without a fight. Oh no, Baraka did touch him. Did he get any damage? I don't know, but it had the hand animation there, so that would insinuate there was a bit of damage between the two there.
Baraka, the king.
We'll get to him in a second. It's too good to go away from these two right now. Well, what's happened to him? He's in the pits, the king. Is he going to retire?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Then we'll wait for it. So Jack Jackson and Mad Trav. Jack Jackson picks up a penalty. Is the King out? No, he's not. He's still in there.
No.
Yeah. Alright, so these two going at it. We saw a little bit of contact. Maybe Baraka is starting to lose a little bit of patience. He's been behind Cleopas for about 11 laps now. This will be lap 12. So, and he's not been able to find a way past him. So the man from Greece is doing an absolutely fantastic job. We're about to tick over to lap 28 of 31. There's 4 to go. Baraka going up the inside now. He's got a good run and he's done it. So he's finally been able to get past him into turn 1 with the help of the DRS. I don't know if he had ERS because it's glitching out, but he's been able to do it. So well done to Baraka. He's in P1. Can Cleophas respond? Now is it Baraka's turn to go defensive into turn 7 and keep Cleophas behind and give him a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. He's going to go around the outside. He does it. What a move from Cleophas. He goes around the outside of turn 7. Something that Baraka couldn't do.
Now.
He's going to go, but he's going to have the inside line now down for this turn here. Oh, that is
absolutely amazing racing from these two.
Yeah, that is fair. What a battle. Wow. Cleopas says, mate, get out of my way. I'm going around the outside of turn 7. Something you couldn't do for 12 laps. I'm just doing it straight off the bat. So fantastic driving from both of them as well. But Cleopas, wow, that was unbelievable. That was awesome. Here goes Baraka now having a go around the outside. You get the feeling he has lost his patience now. Yeah, he's done it. He's done it. So he's going to have, so he's moved into P1. So nice move from Baraka there. Can he pull away? What can Cleopas do to respond now? So he's going to have to try and
20 lap hold hard, so I don't think much.
Yeah, maybe they finally caught up with him and they've given way. Yeah, and Cleopas just picked up a 3-second time penalty too on the final lap. So on the final corner. So that's pretty much all, but ended his chance of winning. And I dare say those tyres are bare. Oh, they'll hang on. They're not going to be close to puncture worthy. But they won't be feeling the best. So, well, you know what? It was looking very likely that this one was just going to peter out and be as boring as watching paint dry. But it's actually turned out we got a good 12 to 13 lap battle of these two just going hammer and tong the whole way. So that was worth it. So that yeah, they kind of saved this one. We're down to 11 runners. So just hang on, boys. 2 more laps. And we avoid the Oprah Winfrey round. And damn, what a battle, says Honesy, your fellow compatriot from Holland. He's watching. Big hello to him. I don't know, did he win? How did he go in NRL last night? I haven't watched the race yet. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I raced it, but I don't remember who won.
Did you quit this week? Oh no, we've lost one. Primetime Raz is out. We're down to 10. Everyone's getting points. Yeah, it is a shame you're not here, Sandy. Yeah. You DNF, did you? Because you DNF'd in SFR last week as well, which I said.
Yeah, mate. I thought we were racing at Monza. I was commentating on Monza. All the other races were at Monza, and then all I'm hearing
is excuses here.
Yeah, that's true.
Stein won. There we go.
That's true.
Fill us in. Was Honesy DNF? Where were they? They were.
No, but he did collide with Kachau near the end. But I don't know what happened there.
Primetime race was just on the stationary on the circuit there near turn 4. Oh, he's gone now. All right, cool. All right. So Stein won. Honesy was a DNF. Where'd you qualify?
P9, but my run got ruined in Q3. I don't know, there was some glitching happening. Honesy was in the pits, but his car was on track. So yeah, I you know the fast right-hander down
Which
the
second?
hill and Sanford, and then
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the right-hander after that.
Yeah.
There was a Ferrari at the middle of the road there, and I almost shat my pants and just ruined my lap. I had a purple first sector, so it was going to be a good lap. But back to the racing.
Yeah. All right, so everyone's got penalties bar King Mural and Hervina. So at the front, Cleophas, he's 13 seconds ahead of Henry Rogers, so that's going to be fine. I reckon because Henry Rogers he's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. He's 10 seconds in front of Mucho Chan. So it's looking like he's going to be able to keep a podium position by the looks of things. Hervina picks up a 3-second time penalty. So the King, not only is he going to get points, but he's going to be the only driver not to get a penalty. So we're on lap 31 of 31. It's been an interesting race. It's been a little bit all over the place. It'll be interesting to have a chat to Cleophas and Henry Rogers. We've not ever spoken to Baraka. That would be good to get him on. I think that would be really good to hear from the man. I don't know if I assume that he's from Spain, so I'm not too sure what his English is like, but it'd be awesome to get him on the interviews one day. He usually sort of scoots off pretty quick, but he's been pushed. I reckon he's been pushed as hard as he's ever been in FRL before. We saw him give some positions back as well with some really good sportsmanship, and he pushed Cleophas as hard as he could. So I think he's been challenged as hard as he's ever been challenged this evening, and this win is going to be very, very well earned. The man behind him, though, Cleophas, he has put in a fantastic effort too. So, Sandeezy is going to see if he can get him into the party for me. That would be awesome if you could do that, Sandeezy. So that would be fantastic. And then Henry Rogers, I think we've heard from Henry Rogers before. He'd be pretty good to have a chat. So that's going to be our top 3, I believe. Yeah, it will be. So Baraka, so he's coming around the final few turns now. So 22, 23. Well done to Baraka. He's going to take home the win. So congratulations to him. Well fought victory there. Cleophas should be very proud of himself in P2. Well done to him. And Henry Rogers, he's going to bring it home in P3. He's had his sort of trials and tribulations through this race. But well done to him, taking home P3. Mucho Chan in P4. So he's had a good race as well. Well done to him, Mucho. He's going to come across the line in P4. Chihi Edmund, 6.3 seconds down the road. Good result for him. He finished P5. Mad Trav, the man from South Africa and last week's race winner, he's going to finish in P6. Yeah, even with that penalty. Oh, well, Jack Jackson has 6 seconds worth of penalties. He's coming across the line now to finish down in P7. Vengeance. Where's he? He's coming through 2021 now. So where'd he start? We'll get to that in a minute. Doesn't matter. Well, the race is over, right? So he's going to finish P8. Well done to Vengeance. Podium last week. The King. Let's ride him home in his home race. Penalty free. He's going to get a couple of points. Well done to the King. Comes around the final turn. Well done to him. P9. And the final points paying position and position of the race, Hervina in P10. So I've asked him just send him the invite. All right. So we'll send an invite to Baraka. This will be exciting. Do you want to do the? Do you want to organise the party invites for it?
I don't have them in my friends list. I think. At least Baraka.
And we got to watch the podium celebration because it's well earned. So there he is doing some dance moves. All right.
I can invite Henry Rogers.
All right. So it's Henry Rogers. It was Cleophas. Do you have Cleophas on there as well?
No.
I think I've got Cleophas in my friends list. I'm really terrible at this. Where are we? Party, add players. I don't think I'm friends with Baraka though. That's going to be the issue. But we'll see if we can do it. Where is he? Where's Cleophas? I thought I was friends with him. I'm pretty sure I am.
Yeah, he has been in here before.
just bear with us, everyone. We're going to... Oh, here he is. Here's Cleophas. So add a player. And you got... you adding Henry Rogers? Or do you want me... You got it? Yep. And then Baraka. Oh, we're not friends... No, I'm not friends with him. You... Friends with him as well? Are you friends with him?
No,
Alright, hang on a second. I think we've got... hang on. Give us 2 seconds, Cleophas. We're trying to work this out. Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm going to add him. Alright, so I've sent the invite to him. So, I do believe we have P2 on the line. Cleophas, are you there?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Good, yeah, congratulations, mate. What a great race. How you held off Baraka for 12 laps there on all the hard tires. Yeah, great racing, great fighting. Do you have any words on it?
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing qualifying because I didn't put a good lap, so I was angry more because I didn't put medium tires, so I lost some positions, but I will extend my stint with the medium tires and I will go to fresh hard.
Okay.
And that's the reason that it cost my race, because it's going to be really different race with the medium tires for me.
Yeah, so
the soft in the 6th lap, he was dead. No grip, nothing.
Yeah.
Now the last few laps, the tires must have been horrendous indeed. But you managed to hold off Baraka for a good margin though. Keeping that inside line every time, and then after you being overtaken into turn 1, immediately around the outside there, amazing move. Did you use less wing than the rest of the guys? Because it was looking like you had so much more speed on the straight.
No, I don't think so. I think I got the same wing with the other guys. Just I got a good exit after the corner for the main straight, and when Baraka had the time to pass me, he's not got so much time to catch me. And I think that's the reason, because it's catching me at the end of the main straight, so it's a bit risky to make a dive bomb. So, and he's not the guy who's making these things.
Yeah, that's true. Nick.
Yeah, it was, dude, that was some awesome racing. You held him behind you for like 12 laps, I think it was. And then it was like turn 7, you were able to cut him off every time there. He finally got past you, and then you went around the outside 1 lap later at turn 7. So yeah, so you wanted to start on the mediums, is that right?
Yeah, I wanted to start for medium tires, but I was a bit worried for the qualifying because I started and made a very bad lap.
Yep.
And it's the moment that I think it's a mistake, because in the first lap, when I made the bad lap with the soft, I need to put the medium tires because I'm going to make better lap.
Yeah. Well, I reckon. So what was it like? So you've raced Baraka before, obviously, right? So do you race him in any other leagues, or is just this one?
Oh, I'm racing in other leagues.
Yeah, but with Baraka?
No.
No, okay, cool. So it's just this one. So what was it like having him behind you for 12 laps? Because me and Viet were just saying on the stream that, you know, it's like you were under pressure. That he was like, you know, 3/10 behind you the whole time. So what was that like, being under that much pressure, and what were you thinking? What was going through your head?
It was very difficult, because when you got so many laps, it's not 1 and 2 laps, and said, okay, it's 1 and 2 laps, I got in some errors, I'm going to defend it. You're in the middle of the race, you need to, for a half of the race, to defend. And it's very difficult because it's a tricky track, Singapore. It's not a track like Monza, who's full straight. Okay, it's going to pass you. In the next lap I will have mid-DRS, I'm going to pass them back. Yeah. It's very difficult, because if you're behind the other guy, you're losing the traction, you got the dirty air.
Yeah.
But when the other was faster than you, you need to find a way to defend them.
Well,
if I got the same lap tires, it's going to be more easy for me because at the end.
Yeah. Keep going. Sorry. Yeah, keep going. Yep.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Just at the lap when he passed me, it didn't affect that because he knows that I got older tires and just find the space. And me, I didn't got the traction to defend. If I got a bit of maybe and 2 laps better tires, I will defend there.
Okay.
But I didn't got traction, so I'm going to spin and I'm going to lose all the points. So and the second place is good.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I have one more question. What setup? What setup do you have? You're obviously on a wheel. Is that right?
No.
No, you're on a controller.
Yeah. It was very difficult. Singapore with controller is the worst track for controller.
Wow. And you held Baraka behind you for 12 laps on a controller. Dude, that is impressive. That's amazing. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week in Russia.
The worst track. The worst track is the worst track with Mexico.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier than Singapore, though, I reckon, for controllers. So
no, Singapore is better for me.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, we'll see how you go next week then.
Yeah.
Cheers. All right, thanks, mate.
Thanks.
All right. Do we have Henry Rogers? Is he in the party?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's a bit disappointing. Pretty sure I sent him an invite. Give us 2 seconds. We'll see. Where are we? Wow, so he's on a controller. That's pretty amazing. That he did that well. Where are you, Henry Rogers? Does he want to talk? I don't know if he wants to talk, though. That's the thing. Some people do, some people don't. That's understandable. Where are you, Henry Rogers? I'm pretty sure I've got him as a friend. Really, I say this every week, but I've got to, get my things sorted. Here we go, Henry Rogers. Last online a moment ago. He's gone. He's just, he's left us. All right, he doesn't want to talk. All right, fair enough. All right, cool. Well, hey, that was all right. Let's wrap it up. Viet, what are your final thoughts?
A long race. Did we have an Oprah Winfrey round or did we have 11 finishes?
Yeah, it was Oprah Winfrey round. Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, so that's a bit sad to see, but nevertheless we've had some good racing, especially in the front. So the only thing I can say is on to next week. Maybe Russia offers a better venue than this one.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a pretty flat track in Russia, and a lot of the sort of same types of corners. Oh, Henry coming now. All right, we'll wait for him. I'm pretty sure we sent him an invite. We won't wrap it up too quick. Where is he? Pretty sure he sent him an invite. Oh, a player in your group started a party. Hang on, do we go to a... What do we do here? Do we go to another party? Hang on a second.
I'll invite him one more time.
Oh, did you get an invite to his party?
Yeah.
Alright, let's both jump into his party. And then it will still be on the stream. I'm gonna go in there now.
Yeah.
Alright. Yep. Look at this. Modern day technology. Alright. We're good. Are you there, Henry Rogers? My man, how you going? This is the first time we've ever spoken to each other. I've commentated a lot of your races, but this is the first time we've talked. Yeah, how are you? Good?
Yeah, good, thank you. You?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Talk to us about your race. Qualified P2, finished P3, had a few ups and downs. Walk us through it.
Yeah, I qualified P2. Spun my last lap out, I was 3 seconds up, so that was that. And then started the race, went down P3.
Yeah.
Had
Mm.
I pit after the wing, size on 2 stop.
Yep.
So obviously went on, was really happy. Then clear off this bit, I think I got undercut on him.
Yeah.
So I maintained like a 4 gap on him.
Yep.
Everyone else started to pit and I ended up with him. And then Baraka and Clearface caught up to me, and then took me, so I pit that lap.
Yeah.
Put on a fresh set of mediums and came back through the field. Lost 6 seconds of penalties, but I was able to maintain a gap to P4. But I was able to do that.
Yeah. Nice. And then you, because you sort of, it was a bit of a lonely race for you in the end, wasn't it? After you pitted, and then Clearface and Baraka, they went at it for pretty much like 12 or 13 laps. They were just yeah, it's worth watching. Clearface was able to hold him behind him for about 12 laps or so. So it was really impressive, and your race was good. You sort of you had a few sort of bumps along the road there, but you managed to get through for another podium. So congratulations, Viet. What did you what did you want to add?
Well, you covered most of it, but in quali we only saw Baraka choosing to go for a medium start. And did that ever occur to you to try? Because I do think you'd have to pace for it.
Yeah, that was my only issue, that I wouldn't have the pace for it, and because Singapore is such a long track, if I wasn't able to get a good lap in and then finish further down in qualifying, I just wasn't taking the risk of not getting a good lap in.
Fair enough. But then, it's a shame from the spin. Then, otherwise you would have been gone pole. Otherwise, I think so.
I might have been like 1,000 off.
Okay.
Well, then, and Russia next week, is that a favorite of yours, or it's not many favorites, of course, Sochi, but.
I don't mind the track limits a bit off, but
Yeah.
I suppose I'll do some practice and I'll see how it goes.
All right.
What about hang on, just one last one. What about SFR tonight for you? Your time. What are you thinking? You're going to take it home? You're going to predict a win?
But it's around Baku, I don't mind Baku.
Yeah.
Fox just don't coordinate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those two are generally sort of the ones out in front. You're up there sometimes, so you had a decent race in Suzuka until I think you did end up. Did you end up retiring in Suzuka last week?
Well,
Yeah.
I was on the softs in like 4th. I could have got a podium then.
Yeah.
I bring my way under the safety car.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us. Good to talk to you for the first time as well. That was fun.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week in FRL. Well, we might see if we do, if we don't, whatever. And good luck in SFR tonight, your time, tomorrow morning, very, very early my time. So I'll be sound asleep while you're doing that. So congratulations. No worries. You too, mate.
Yeah, you too.
All right, Viet, I think that is it for us. I think we're done here. So next week we're off to Sochi, Russia. Will be fun. Hopefully we got 18 tonight. Hopefully we get 20 tomorrow, next week, and we get more than 10 finishes. That will be good, but we'll have to wait and see. So until then, for everyone watching, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week.
Bye bye. See you next week.